Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tariq Azmi here again and welcome to the new year, second video of the year, and this time we got something truly out of this world. But you know, I'm going to save the surprise and let the expert guide us through it. For your information, we are at the BMW Luxury Excellence Pavilion in Kuala Lumpur, and for this particular event, BMW Group Malaysia pulled out all the stops to bring us something truly extraordinary. And the man to introduce us to this is none other than Mr. Tengku Ezan. Ezan, what have we got tonight?
So I think today it's been quite exclusive. You have been invited to a very exclusive event where we've previewed the first ever in Malaysia BMW Concept 8 Series. So this is a car which is a few highlights, very emotional. We're not selling an actual car yet because this is a pure concept car. So what it does, it shows numerous things. Of course, a lot of the design elements are still the BMW heritage. In terms of emotional designs, you see the Hofmeister Kings.
Yeah.
But what you also see is the new BMW design language. So the new BMW design language is much more cleaner, sleeker, and also more sophisticated. You see this both on the exterior and the interior as well.
Right. Let's talk about the rear end of this car. Let's talk about this lighting, this design. This is a new direction for BMW, is it?
Well, okay. When I've mentioned before about heritage, what you see here, of course, are the very typical BMW LED tail lamps. So these are the L-shaped design. So if you see in our 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series, they've got this very common L-shaped design that protrudes to the side. It's all an illusion where it tries to really create a width on the car. But the real highlight for this is, of course, how the body size actually accentuates.
Yeah.
This is really created with the narrower cockpit here and with the very aggressive wheel arches. And what you see also not available in any other BMW cars is how the angle of the rear wing as well. It's very, very, very high angle, very, very defined.
Okay, now from here already I can see quite a good mix of materials. There's a bit of carbon fiber, some billet aluminium, I think.
Yep.
Can you give us a quick breakdown on what went into this into this concepts build, besides the carbon fiber and whatnot?
Of course. I mean, for every concept car, it's about trying to make the car look as excessive in terms of design of what you can do. All right. So there's no limits. So even if you look into the air breathers here, you see it from the back, you see it at the front, it's all exaggerated in size. It's always bigger.
Right on.
All right. But there's always a purpose to a design. If you look at it, the design itself, it subtly moves towards the center of the bumper. It really focuses a lot of the power towards the center of the bumper, from left to the right, and they use a lot of this carbon fiber. When we use carbon fiber, we always talk about also to our existing cars. For example, our 7 Series uses carbon core. Our BMW i8 uses the carbon cell as well. And it not only attributes to the aspect of its lightness, but also in terms of its aesthetics, because this car is meant to be a dynamic, a very luxury sports coupe.
Alright, now let's head to the front if you don't mind, Ezan. Yeah. It's quite a design. So, actually, since your German colleague has kindly opened the door for us, let's have a look inside as well.
Yeah,
let's bring the camera over. And while we're looking inside, can you give us a quick guide on what we're seeing inside?
Okay, on the inside, the first thing you realize is a very clean interior. I mean, the use of the interaction between the driver and the car now, in terms of buttons, are limited. Right? This is because of the advanced technologies that have been implemented for the Concept 8. But what you also see in terms of design, it's very much very emotional. So you see at the middle there's the Swarovski crystal, So this is very cascades down from the center console, directly focusing on these modern luxury finishes. You also see quite impressively, especially for the Concept 8, is the digital information cluster. Alright, it really focuses on providing information at the eye level, whether it be your driving information, your navigation information. It's all very eye level to make sure you are getting the correct information, but still keeping your eyes on the road.
Alright, it looks impressive, but more importantly, it still feels very BMW. I mean, it's still very driver focused, driver centric.
Yes, if you look at it, the steering wheel, you look at the center console, Even the dashboard is actually elevated. It's all very typical of BMW design to make it very driver focused. That's what this car is all about.
Is it safe to describe this cabin as neo-sporting luxury?
Well, the real positioning of the car is, of course, it's top of the line. I mean, the number 8 is a highlight from, well, it's a step above a 7 Series. They're looking at making it into a luxury sports car. At this price level, you're looking at a very unique car on offer.
All right, cool. Now, before we end, let's go back to the front end and give us a quick guide on what we're seeing up front. Yeah. So I can tell it's very BMW-ish with the grille immediately. But what else is typically BMW here, and what else is new?
Right. So when we talk about BMW, we always talk about our heritage, our BMW Kidney Grilles. But these BMW Kidney Grilles are a bit different. I mean, for the first time, if you really compare it to our other production cars, our kidney grille here is actually unified into one piece. That's very unique. The other unique item, other than it being larger, is actually positioned lower than the front headlamps. So what that creates is an illusion that the car is sitting even more lower, and also gives that sporty appearance of the car.
Right. You mentioned the headlights; they look really cool. So, is this also new? We're not seeing in this particular headlight lighting technology in current BMWs.
Okay.
Yet, right?
Interestingly, the technology is available. But to explain to you what's very unique about this headlight is not only in terms of technology, it's actually how it's designed. It's been designed to be as narrow as possible. So they try to make it as slim as possible. Why? Because they want to make the car look very aggressive. And the only way it could get to this level is by using our BMW laser technology lights. And this is also available on our 7 Series now.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's try to wrap things up over here.
Yep.
So from what we're seeing with the Concept 8 Series is, this is quite an exciting future ahead for the BMW brand. And is there anything else you'd like to add about the 8 Series concept as is?
I mean, one of the major things about any concept car is about, other than its design, in terms of its future technology, we can expect this type of design cues, these types of technologies which you see in the interior to be introduced into our future products as well. So
excellent.
This is a really key milestone for us.
All right, Ezan, thank you very much for your time and
No
details.
problem.
Find out more about the BMW Concept 8 Series on our website shortly.